scratch that from the record.
Do you want to scoot forward a little bit? I feel like your chair is in the curtain.
I know. Maybe that's...
And that's why you keep hitting the sign when you laugh too hard. When I make you laugh so hard.
But I really must have been going far.
You were. I mean, I think
What
it
the heck
was
is wrong with me?
a hot air balloon conversation. I don't know.
I think it was.
I'm glad you saw the reel.
Look how cozy. I just saw that.
Glad you saw that.
You really did a good job.
I tag you in all of them.
You did a really good job with that reel.
Thank you so much.
I'm proud of you for that.
I was trying to find a trending audio that would make sense, like something about remembering or, you know, something like that.
No, I think what you chose
there wasn't
perfect.
anything.
No. I like what you did because it's giving people a little snippet.
Yeah, I had to really clip
Yeah.
to try to make it make sense in a 45-second span because, you know, I can be long-winded.
You?
I know. It's weird. I've never been told it, but it's just something I figured out about myself.
Oh my gosh.
I can be a bit long-winded.
You guys, look how cozy. Look how cozy we look.
It's raining outside. It's chilly.
It's a little chilly.
There's a nip in the air. I mean, my nipples are hard.
Yes. I've had little goose pimples on me all day.
Yeah.
Because it's sometimes when it's like damp
Yeah.
and a little cold, you're even colder. I don't know if you guys know how that works, but like I'm here to like sound the alarm on that. Damp cold feels even colder.
What would we do without your knowledge? I ask myself that every day. What would I do without Kristen's extensive knowledge about damp and coldness? It was cold. Joshua and I went to Blowing Rock this weekend, just a quick 28 hours to celebrate my birthday and our anniversary a little early. Mm-hmm. And when I say that it just misted, you know the misting machines at Carowinds or
I know exact.
the zoo, there's those misting machines and it feels so good on a hot day.
It does.
Well, it was just misting all day. So all those water droplets are just surrounding you, surrounding your entire body. Everything about you, like you said, feels damp.
Damp.
Did I finish the word said?
Like you said.
You said what you said. Because they never finish. I don't think that they finish a word in that song.
They don't, and neither do.
I'm okay with it.
There's a song. Oh, the Rihanna song. Like she's not. What are you saying, Rihanna?
What are you saying? Well, whatever it is, it's a banger, and people want her to make more songs, but she's not gonna.
She's not. She's having babies.
Yeah, I know, having babies and making billions. So
Yeah.
like, why are you gonna go cut an album?
That was quick. Having babies and making billions. We did it. There it is.
There it is. The title's already there. So soon. Y'all don't even have to wait till the end for Balloon Boom. And thank you so much for not putting an apostrophe in 1980s medical grade carpet.
You're welcome. Where did I go?
Where did you go?
Hello.
Come back. Come back.
Oh, you guys, I just muted myself because of the bell.
Oh, okay. But
Oh,
it was
that's-
only for that second.
That's going to be funny.
Okay.
That's going to be really funny.
It's going to be so funny.
Okay, so anyway, you were damp. And you know what? That kind of damp, when you're in the mountains too, especially, it seeps into your bones.
It was so freaking cold that Kristen, I had brought my jean jacket, my one and only jean jacket, I brought with me, okay? But I had left the room. I had already left the room and I did not want to backtrack. So the whole time we're going into all these boutiques, I'm looking for something that I can buy instead. And sure enough, there was this really, really rad App State sweatshirt with a Yosef.
Yes, I saw on your stories. It's so cute.
Josh was like, you need that sweatshirt. You need that sweatshirt. So I'm like, great. I'm cold anyway. I'll just put it on. I'll wear it the rest of the day instead of backtracking. It was $80.
A nice sweatshirt. It's expensive. Think of the guys in the Bahamas.
How much was this? This is not cheap.
Okay.
This was not.
This was not cheap.
At the Grove Park Inn, you got this.
This is a Grove Park Inn. Let me show
Official merch.
Official merch.
It looks like turf written across.
Yes, and it's like a half zip up sweatery. It was not cheap, but I looked at the brand because it's a certain brand, and then I Googled while I was in the store. Tinsley was with me and can vouch, and I was like, okay, this brand, I can't tell y'all what it is. I have no idea. It's on my back right now.
Like Lacoste or something?
Yeah, like it's not a Lacoste, but it's like that. And
Okay,
I was like, this is a nice brand.
It is.
They're not just marking it up for being at the Grove Park. So I was like, I'll get it. And I love it. And I love green.
No, and it looks great on you. And I noticed it immediately when I walked in. I was just like, that is such a great sweatshirt.
Thank you so much. We love a good sweater, pullover, sweatshirt.
I have so many.
Yeah.
I have too many.
We love them.
And they hold such memories for me that I really struggle to get rid of them.
But one day you could do one of those quilts.
I know.
That'd be
knew
cute.
you were going to say that.
But that'd be real cute.
No, it would be cute, but I'm never going to.
Going.
I'm never going to or gonna. I'm
Going.
not. I can't talk. I've had zero sleep. Zero sleep.
Okay. Should we now?
I don't know. It's going to bring everybody down.
Okay. But hang on. What we can say is, because I think it's something that's been going on in your life, and also like we're kind of on the other side of it now. Don't you feel like we're not on the other side of it?
Not after last night.
We're not in the clear.
No. Yeah, it's hard not to talk about because it's been my entire life for 10 days straight now.
Yeah.
I mean,
just a little bit?
Yeah, I guess I can try to give a little bit of an update. Yeah. So what's been going on with Jerry Antics?
Yes. Let the people know. A lot of y'all do follow Miranda on her stories and stuff. But if you aren't caught up, here's what's going on.
And we've interviewed her. So I feel like this is very pertinent to the continuation of All That's to Say lore.
Yes.
So Jerry Antics, as you know, my grandma here in Charlotte, she turned 98 in the hospital, actually. So that's how old she is. And she's been pretty much a picture of health her whole life. Like, she's Gucci good. Did we talk about this when somebody recently asked me to ask her what her secret to living a long life is? And her exact words were, I never worked out. I ate whatever I want. I drink whatever I want. I've never measured my water intake. I don't try, like, none of the things that we've been told are the secrets to long life, right?
Yeah. Somebody tell Dr. Mark Hyman, because he's going to implode if he hears that.
I'm just saying, if you go to any 98-year-old and ask them what the secret to long life is, they're not going to say they counted their macros.
No.
They're just not.
No, they're not going to be protein forward.
No, they're not, it's not a protein forward new year for them or any year. They drink Diet Dr. Pepper by the case. You know, they rip a cig whenever they want.
Yes.
That's just them. Like, that's their generation. And, you know, for a while there, I was like, well, the food was different when they were growing up and they weren't getting all the hormones, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But y'all, they've been eating processed food since the 50s and 60s. My grandma only had like the real food for probably a decade.
Yeah. I mean, someone who's 98, you're a century old.
Yeah.
I mean, you have covered a span of things. Like, you had lead in a lot of the stuff you were around. You were exposed to things that then they later figured out it was not good. You could be smoking while you were pregnant. Like, she was exposed to a lot.
She also had like all the big diseases, you know, the scarlet fevers and all the things. And so I don't know, did that help give her some super immunity? I don't know. But she's lived a very, very long life, mostly healthy, right? She's had some falls here and there, broken ribs. She doesn't take a lot of medications. But like last Sunday, and I know dates aren't going to make a big, I'll just say 10 days ago, she was really struggling to breathe. And it was worrying her. So she called my Aunt Lissa, who was out of town. So she called my Aunt Beth, and Aunt Beth picked her up, took her to the ER, and they were like, we need to admit you immediately. Immediately. And it turns out that she needed a pacemaker. So,
and she's never needed that before.
No, she's never been diagnosed with AFib or anything having to do with her heart before.
So this just came on sudden.
Very suddenly. Now, I will say over the last couple of weeks specifically, it has been much harder to get her out and about, get her from A to B. I mean, I took her to Red Rocks recently, and just to get from the car to the front door took an act of God.
Really?
Yeah. And like where I had to put her on her walker and pull her, then I had to get her inside. I had to say, get her sweet tea immediately. Her blood sugar might be low. She was very disoriented, all the things. But y'all, the wildest thing happened. So they diagnosed her with a UTI. Fun fact, if an elderly person gets a UTI, they most likely will start to have almost dementia-like symptoms in an instant.
No way.
So she will go from, okay, yeah, I'm not feeling so great. I'm struggling to pee and I have a little shortness of breath, to complete hallucinations.
Oh my gosh. And I've heard, isn't it that in elderly people, they do get UTIs more easily?
Yes, because oftentimes they're really struggling to pee, like just in general,
Yeah.
right? They can't get up as easily and go to the bathroom when they need to. And so they hold it a little bit longer.
Uh-huh.
Or they're relying on their Depends.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lisa Rinna.
Yes.
Never says no to a paycheck.
Well, all roads lead back to Bravo.
And they will forever. And so they kind of sit in that. They rely on it a little bit too much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so anyway, she had a UTI and like I couldn't believe the mental state she was in when I went to the hospital to see her. I got back from Blowing Rock, went immediately to the hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing things on the ceiling.
No way.
Talking about old neighbors who are long dead and seeing them. Thought that the clouds were snowballs being thrown at her face. The road was moving. I mean, she didn't know who I was. She had no clue. Did not know who I was.
Okay, that's the most
Did not know her name.
troubling.
Did not know where she was.
What are you, when this is happening,
Mm-hmm.
what are you all as family
Mm-hmm.
and the staff doing for that?
Trying to keep her from getting out of her bed.
Okay, because it's a sense of like, I don't know where I am.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
I feel unsafe and I want out of here.
Exactly. It's just
Oh.
keeping her in bed because she is such a fall risk.
Yeah.
She has a temporary pacemaker wire in her chest at this point. So she cannot get out of bed. Like she's peeing into a Purewick, like all those things. And because she didn't know what was happening or where she was or who any of us were, she's like, get me out of this bed. I'm going. I got to piece out of here. I got to go drive my truck. I've got to go drive my truck.
When's the last time she drove her truck?
She's never even owned a truck.
Oh boy.
She said, I need to drive my truck to the hospital. And we're like, you're in the hospital. We were taking pictures of her to try to show her that she was, in fact, in the hospital bed. And she was like, well, it looks like you put somebody who looks like me in there. I mean,
Jerry.
out of her mind. It was crazy. I mean, Bella came with me. I did not know the state my grandma was in.
Of course you would
Bella
know.
with me.
Yeah.
And Bella was
That was hard for her to see.
out.
Yeah.
Freaked out. And I was like internally freaking because my whole thought is, so we're going to go through this. We've been told you need a pacemaker. You're going to go into surgery tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And you're coming out like this?
Mm-mm.
What kind of life is this?
Mm-mm.
Absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
What are we doing?
But this was brought on by the UTI?
By the UTI. Now,
Wow.
so once she had the medication in her for 24 hours, the UTI cleared up. The brain was clear too.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. It's really that fast. So if you have an elderly person in your life or a parent or a grandparent and they are exhibiting sudden hallucination symptoms,
Yeah.
have them tested for a UTI right away.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it.
That's a really good tip. As we all have like aging parents,
Yeah.
grandparents.
That's the PSA. And ironically enough, I had just been at my New York family reunion.
Mhm.
I went to visit my Oma in her assisted living facility, and she has been battling UTIs.
I'm telling you, I feel like I hear this all the time.
I know. And so Naomi, Cheryl, and I went together to go visit Oma, and when we got outside of the room after we had said goodbye, we all broke down.
Oh.
Well, Naomi and I broke down. Cheryl was like, I don't know why I'm not crying. I should be crying. It was very funny. It was like the comedic relief we needed.
Yeah.
But Naomi and I both looked at each other and said, like, this is probably it. Like we're most likely not going to see her alive again.
Yeah.
But she was with it. She was
She
with
was
it.
with it for that day that
She was
that y'all
with
were
it.
there. That's
Yeah.
great.
Cheryl, we walked in and she looks at Cheryl and she goes, how's Theo? Her little boy.
Okay.
I know. These old people, they are keeping me on my toes.
But it's highs and lows, moments of clarity, moments of not so much clarity.
Yeah.
And you
Sleep
just
for
don't
3
know.
days, wake up, and then be like, okay, I'm hungry.
Crazy.
So that's Oma. So I'm like, thinking, I thought I was going to walk in and see my Oma very bad off.
Yeah.
And then she was great. And then I come home and I'm being told that, I had gotten home from New York, not Blowing Rock, excuse me, because it was a whole 10 days ago. So I get home from New York, driving back, 11 hours from New York. And then that's when I'm told grandma got admitted to the hospital. And so I went the very first thing the next morning, and that's when it was Hallucination City.
Yeah.
But I'm like, the grandma I left in Charlotte was Gooch.
Right.
And now she's not.
Right.
And the Oma I thought I was going to walk into is fine. Like they had flip rolls on me, and I was really struggling with that.
Yes.
They had flipped their typical rolls on me. And so now I just have two grandmas who I've had my whole entire life, and I turn 44 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
you
I'm
feel
just
like for each one of them, it's like, are you going to receive that phone call type of feeling.
It truly could be. It could be.
So Jerry gets her pacemaker. It seemed like she was doing well.
Yeah.
You're saying you went to Blowing Rock, you come back from Blowing Rock, and now...
I think what we did is I think that she had a lot of adrenaline post-surgery.
Okay.
And maybe was a little bit on an adrenaline high, was feeling really great. Oh my gosh, I like this new pacemaker. Yeah. And she was sitting up and we played Rummy and we were doing word searches and doing all that sort of stuff. That was yesterday. I'm on what day? Yesterday. I'm literally playing Rummy with her, doing word searches. We are kikiing it. We are watching HGTV, having the best time.
Yeah.
My mom comes to relieve me for a couple of hours so I can go home, get my night bag, get all that sort of stuff, see my family. I come back and at 12:45 in the morning, I haven't even fallen asleep yet. Because I'm making the reel about the hot air balloons. And that was important. Look at what time I posted. It was like 11:26 p.m., okay?
I love it.
Not high on the engagement. Don't care. I got it posted.
It doesn't matter. People are engaging. They love it.
Okay, phew. I haven't even looked, really. So then at 12:45 in the morning, Mandy. And I hear her shout my name. I'm like, yeah, what's going on? She said, the pain. Now, this woman... in 10 days of being at the hospital, has not complained about pain one time.
Oh, boy. Okay.
She has not taken one single Tylenol since she's been there. She is on no heavy drugs, nothing. She has had no pain. But my stomach, I'm in so much pain. It's wrapping around to my back. She can barely get the words out. I'm trying to just put two and two together. I'm like, okay, it sounds like gas. I know that you haven't had a lot of bowel movements, not to share all her but y'all can put, we know people who have surgeries. They don't poop a lot. So I'm just like, maybe that's what it is. Can you try to fart? Can you try to do anything? It sounds like there's just a bad gas bubble. I can't because I can't breathe hard enough to even try to push. Okay, that's alarming. Okay. Let me call the nurse.
Yeah, for sure.
Immediately call the nurse. Okay, someone will be in. She is writhing in pain. She is now saying it's moved up to right underneath her ribs on her left side, close to her chest. I'm like, okay, chest pains are more serious than even stomach pain, right? I'm just like, okay, grandma's, a nurse is going to be coming in. You really can't get up and do anything. I'm not allowed to help you walk anywhere. I'll just hold your hand through it. She's starting to profusely sweat.
That's when you know you're in real pain.
Yeah. When you're real pain.
When you're in real pain, you start to sweat. And you can't help it.
You can't.
Because you can keep your face as calm as possible, but those
your
sweat
body's
glands
freaking out.
Do not lie.
They don't lie.
The
sweat glands don't lie.
I know.
Also possible title.
Sweat glands don't lie.
They don't.
And I know that she was in immense pain if that's what was happening.
Also, she was in so much pain that when I said to her, what could you compare this to on a 0 to 10? You know how they love to ask you the pain scale. She said a 9. I'm like, okay, that's really bad. I said, how would you compare it to your childbirths?
Right.
She said, it's as painful. She had 9 natural childbirths, and this woman is telling you the pain is equal. I'm like, nurse, I need you to come in. Please come in.
Hurry.
Okay, so finally she comes in. Well, I tell her everything. It sounds like gas. I can give her a little bit of pain medicine, but the only thing I'm allowed to give her is Tylenol. I'm like, well, she's comparing it to childbirth, so I don't think that the Tylenol is going to do anything.
That's useless. You might as well not give anything.
Yeah, go ahead, I guess, so that you can say that you gave her pain meds.
Right.
Yeah. So then I said, if it is gas, how can we help her relieve this? I'm literally bending her legs up, pushing
like a baby.
Like a baby. I am doing what I think I can do for her. And but without also letting the pure wit come out, because that's what's taking away the urine and everything. So if you can bend your legs a little bit, grandma, and then straighten them back out, we'll try to work it out. I'm massaging her belly. I'm trying to push. She says it doesn't hurt to push on it. So I'm like trying to push, trying to massage, trying to see if I can wiggle anything out of her. The nurse is like, I can give her Maalox. Well, she had to get that approved by the doctor too. I might be able to give her Maalox to help with the gas. I'm like, okay, that great. Anything that you can do to help, because I'm in there with her when the nurse isn't, and she's just crying in pain. The moaning, the groaning, the grunting, just take me now, Lord. Like, take me now. She was doing the sign of the cross over and over again.
Oh,
like literally, like if this is my last moment on earth, like I'm going to Catholic my way out of it. Like this is it. And just, I don't want to overshare too much, but the things that she says in those very dark moments, you're just like, how am I am not equipped. Like, I am not equipped for this. But you have to be, because they're in such a dark spot that you just try to be the light, try to say the right thing, whatever that is.
You have to become equipped in that moment. Yeah. I mean, you just immediately become equipped.
Yeah, and like
you're an emotionally healthy person, and it
does help.
Yeah, I think that you are able to.
Yeah, I didn't break down. I didn't cry at all.
Like, you are able to stay strong through it.
I had to. There were many times.
And your mom would be the same way.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And funny enough, my mom was supposed to do the night shift last night, but my dad had surgery this morning on his hernia.
Wow. There's a lot going on.
There is. There is. I'm so tired, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, all the illies. I'm done.
And it's your birthday tomorrow.
It doesn't matter.
This is not a good lead up.
I'm only 44. Who cares?
I care.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. You're allowed to care. But so my mom was supposed to be the one to spend the night, but my dad had surgery first thing. And I was like, I'm not coming to relieve you at 5 a.m. so you can get home to dad. I'll just do the night shift. And I'm really glad I was there. Not that my mom is not the best nurse. She really is. She should have gone into nursing.
Yeah.
She's very, very good at it. But she also sleeps soundly. And so I don't. And I'm really glad I was in there so that I could hear her say it, because she was struggling so much with her breath that I'm like, I don't know if my mom would have been able to hear her. Like, I don't know how lightly my mom sleeps.
Yes.
Because she can sleep.
I've seen your mom just fall asleep, roll over, and go deep.
And she can, and she does. Okay.
Wow.
So I'm in there, and I'm just trying to help keep her positive. We're saying the Our Fathers and everything. Gigi's been praying the rosary, which is really sweet. I told my grandma that. And so it's hours are going by where we're, wait for the medicine to take effect and try to do this and try to do that. And she's kind of coming in and out of sleep when I can calm her down enough.
Okay.
She's at least closing her eyes.
Okay.
But it's like this, kind of the whole time. That's the sound that I'm hearing. And I don't know, 4 o'clock rolls around, 5 o'clock rolls around. I am just staring at her sleep. Now, I can at least see on the little thing that's connected to her, I can see her vitals. She also has, the pacemaker is going to keep her heart beating no matter what.
Well, that's true.
She has a pulsometer on her finger, which the nurse is monitoring out there.
Okay.
Like, she's hooked up to all the things. So I know she's not dying, but she sounds like she's close.
But like she's close.
And she really comes to around, I would say 6 a.m. and is just like, this is it.
She's still in pain.
She's still in pain.
I'm feeling a little irritated now because no one should be in a hospital bed writhing around in that much pain, even if it's like, oh, the end is near. Well, that's why we have end of life care for people, so they're not in pain. Right. So they don't slip from this life in excruciating pain.
Right.
So I understand if the nurse straight away wasn't quite sure what to give her, but you're telling me now it's been hours.
6 hours.
We can give grandma something a little bit heavier to help with this. What are we doing? She's 98.
I know. At that point when she had been going in and out of snooze and then in and out of snooze, and at one point, I just remember standing up over her. I was standing there staring at her, and I was just like, she might die in front of me. Like
just you standing there.
Just me standing right there. I ran into the hallway, and I said to the nurse, because she had already told me, I've called respiratory. We're waiting for them to come down. Maybe they can give her a breathing treatment, blah, 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 blah. But again, it's in the middle of the night. It's just, you don't have as many people there, I guess, to do it.
But is the breathing treatment what we need right now? I don't know. I'm just kind of like, but what's the source of the pain? That is my question.
We cannot figure out how to fix the pain. Now, she is wearing one of the oxygen, what is it called? A cannula?
Yeah.
But it's only in her nose, and she's really struggling to breathe in through her nose. And so when I look at her and I'm like, alert, like everything in my body was saying alert, alert, alert. I run out into the hall and I find my night nurse, and I say to her, she is really struggling to breathe, and I feel like she needs this kind of oxygen, at least something to cover her mouth, because she is not breathing enough through her nose. Her breath is so shallow. I feel like and I'm literally motioning to her.
Like
she needs this thing.
Yeah.
The whole thing. I need you to come in, and I need you to put that on her mouth right now.
Good.
Okay. So I'm polite, y'all. I am. But I am at this point, I have been watching this for 6.5 hours.
Oh, no, you have to advocate in the
I'm,
hospital.
I'm losing my mind a little bit.
You have
because
to.
she's losing her mind. So I now. And so this thing, I really think you need to come and put this thing on her mouth. If you would please come back into the room. She's like, I know, I was just waiting for respiratory. She comes into the room. She sees grandma. She hears her. And at this point, she does what I think is called the 911 for the hospital, sets the alarm off. And at this point, the ICU rapid response trauma team is now notified. And when I say in seconds, they were in that room. We had 15 people in there.
They all rushed in.
And it was like a scene out of ER.
Okay, but why did it take having to get to that point?
I don't
and
know.
I'm not knocking the hospital because this is a great hospital, by
And
the way.
they've been fantastic.
They've been
We have had
fantastic.
zero complaints.
You've had no problem, but why is it the protocol, I guess I should say? Like, why they're just doing what they're being told, right?
Yeah.
It's
like, try this, try this.
Yeah.
Try this, try
Why
this.
did grandma have to go through the trauma of this and get to the edge of something so terrible that now the ICU team is rushing in?
I know.
Right?
It was, I'm still processing it because it was just hours ago as I'm talking about it, but I definitely just sat over in the corner of the couch, kind of in the fetal position, wondering like, I'm going to watch her die right in front of me, and I'm going to be the only family here to do it.
Had you been texting people throughout the evening?
Not throughout the night.
Okay, just in the morning.
We try not to do that. I did update them in the morning after the rapid response team came and stabilized her, but that included moving her back up to the ICU floor. I know.
Did they say what happened?
Her pain, there was so much that happened in the very short amount of time that even the pain did go away after they all rushed in and did all the things. So I don't know what it was that solved it.
What was the source of the pain?
I don't know. The thing is, she's had a lot of fluid inside of her body that they're really struggling to release since the surgery.
Okay.
And so I'm like, could it be the fluid?
Yeah,
but
maybe.
It's been there for days and there's been no pain. So I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it was truly a gas bubble and she just maybe got a couple farts out that I didn't hear through the night.
She hasn't been on her feet in days and days?
No, she has been. She
okay,
does
they do
PT.
stand her up.
I watched her walk yesterday out into the hall.
Okay, great. That's what I was
saying.
wondering.
Like,
okay.
She's been meeting benchmarks. She's been doing other things. She is sharp as a tack, of course, when it comes to her long-term memory and all of that. But she could not get more than a 2-word phrase out without gasping. We could not get her to talk. Couldn't get her to know anything. Like she knew what was going on, but she couldn't mouth it because she couldn't get a deep enough
She couldn't get a breath.
She could not get a breath. And so, yeah, they came in, they did an EKG, they did a chest x-ray, they did everything. Like when I say it was like the movies, it was everyone descended in, all doors open, everybody in scrubs, calling out her vitals here, this person calling out this. Okay, we're going to give her this immediately. Can you get approval on that? And I'm just like,
oh my gosh.
What is happening? And
you're there alone.
Just alone.
So they whisk her out to ICU.
No, so they did everything in the room.
Okay.
And then it started on all the albuterol and the breathing treatments and making sure that the x-ray came back okay. And then they're like, we've ordered a CT scan stat. So she's going to go away and get her entire body scanned over so that we can figure out what's going on with her and what's causing this. And then we highly recommend that she gets moved up to the ICU floor, again, the 7th floor, which is where we came from.
Right.
So it feels like I'm so grateful that she's going to get incredible care. So they have the patient to, nurse ratio is so much less on that floor. And we loved our floor 7 team when she was in the CV ICU. Truly, like we invited them all to Thanksgiving. Like we love them. So I'm happy for the level of care that she's going to get out there. There is a difference.
Yeah.
There is. We can be honest about that. But it definitely feels like it's a step in the wrong direction.
Back.
Yeah.
So then they will require her to meet more benchmarks.
She has to breathe.
Yeah. Go back down, spend however long it takes for her to really stabilize in order for her to be
And then go to rehab.
Yeah.
And then go back to her home. And of course, all the questions. When am I leaving? Where am I going next? What's happening?
No.
But
and at her age, it feels kind of like, why am I doing all of this?
She says the same thing. What is this all for?
Yeah.
And she does have a DNR and everything in place. Like there are certain things that will eventually the rubber will meet the road there. But
like this has got to be incredibly frustrating for her. And you guys too, but just I'm thinking of her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's watching shows with you yesterday.
Yes.
Y'all are playing games, having
Yes.
a great time.
Yes.
And now she's back on floor 7.
Yep.
Wondering, when am I going to get out of here and get back to what was my normal?
She's just like, I just want to get back to my wallpaper and my blue room.
Her beautiful room.
Beautiful room. She said, are they keeping it for me? I'm like, as long as we pay the monthly payment, it's your room.
Yeah.
Like I could go live there right now. Like it at least has air conditioning on like our upstairs still.
I think you're about to check yourself in.
Right. Actually, that's a good idea. I could go and get a little reprieve by myself there. And they cook for me. So, I love that.
Wait, what if you did?
What if I did? What if I just sent her selfies from her bed? Like, hey, grandma, this is where I am. Haha, sucks to be you.
What if you just fully disappeared and no one knew where you were? Have you ever thought about doing that?
I've never thought about doing that because when I need alone time, I just tell people
You just do it.
And I just do
But
it.
no one sees your location on your phone.
No one
so
knows-
you actually could.
No one knows where I am ever, anytime.
And Joshua too, he doesn't see your location. So no one could find you.
No one could find me. I like it like that.
Well, now I'm going to know where you are. You're at Jerry's.
Yeah. Well, I guess I busted that. But yeah, it's been crazy. That was all this morning.
So who's there?
I have not slept, not 1 second of last night.
Well, you look, I feel like you look rested.
You know what? I can pull
You're
it
used
together.
to not sleeping.
Yeah, I could. Maybe my baseline is I actually always look tired. If I slept, I would be so much prettier.
The baseline is always tired.
You know how people are like, God, you look tired. Like no one ever says that to me because
but
I
that's
always look tired. That's the baseline.
Because it's just your face.
I'm waiting for someone to be like, you
look
radically different, and me to say, yeah, because I've slept 3 nights in a row or something.
You're waiting for someone to say you look rested.
Whereas everyone else says, it'll never happen. We can strike that from the record.
Oh my gosh, strike it.
Strike it. So that's it. That's the update. I have grandma back in ICU. I have my Oma on palliative care, and I have my dad recovering from surgery today. And then Alana writes me, "Do you want to go to Kesha tonight? Do you and Kristen want my Kesha tickets?" I'm like, I don't think I should show up there. I don't think it's in my journey today, but thank you.
What if you were at Kesha tonight after not sleeping at all last night? You haven't slept in weeks. Well, because you didn't
Truly
sleep.
weeks.
Okay, wait. First, does grandma love the haircut? You guys, have you seen Miranda's hair? YouTube? Are you looking? Are you watching 911?
I got what they call can I say on here, or are you gonna have to beat me?
I'm gonna have to beep you. Say hunty.
I got a rhymes with hunty bob, like the Leslie bib that's going on, because you guys know that this side of my hair I fried off only like 4 short months ago.
But look how long it is.
That's how fast my hair grows. It's
hair grows
insane.
Very fast.
It does. Because I bleached only like 7 weeks ago, and this is the root grow out. Like
it's crazy.
It is crazy. So I got a little bob that is blunt and goes all the way around.
And if y'all that have watched White Lotus, the recent one, Leslie Bibb, it's her haircut. It's that just right to the chin, even all the way around, little cut.
And I like it a lot when I do a little bit of a wave to it, but it's raining so bad today. It's not even worth it.
It's not worth it.
It's not. And as y'all heard on a recent episode, very important. My hair's not holding a great curl right now.
It won't.
So
we still got to get to the bottom of that. But I just wanted to point out and make sure everybody saw.
Yes, I do like it. It's so much of it's hidden, obviously, by the headphones are what these are called. I almost called them earphones.
Earbuds,
earphones,
headphones.
headphones. But yeah, this is, I'm excited to have just something new to look at because, when you forward face your camera as much as I do get sick of myself.
Yeah. And it's also like you haven't necessarily changed up your look in several years.
No.
So this is a change.
No, besides just losing the weight.
I mean,
I really haven't changed up, but my hair hasn't changed at all.
Yeah. The hair hasn't changed. I should take that back because you did lose weight and also you've been wearing glasses.
Yeah, I got glasses because I went blind.
So
not really.
Yeah. But there are a few things that you've changed. But yeah, the hair.
Yeah, I always do an asymmetrical bob, but once this, I took off my hat at Mirabomb Studios and I said, you won't believe how long my hair is. I was more talking about the right side.
Yeah.
I mean, it was past my shoulders, y'all. My asymmetrical long side was past my shoulders. I was really struggling to curl it because it was like hitting my shoulder and like doing all sorts of extra wiggles.
That is shocking.
And I'm not used to that.
How did Joshua feel about that? Because he loves short hair.
I know he does love short hair.
Oh my God.
I don't know what he thought about it. I don't know. I don't. Sorry,
I don't know.
I don't know what you think about my hair.
Don't know, don't care.
I can only handle so much. How about this? Like, I don't even try anymore as before.
Wait, it is long.
I just don't even try.
I do like the body and the top. Look at the body.
Yeah, I like literally woke up and was like, I should record my outfit. As soon as I got dressed, I guess. But yeah, I am excited to have something new to look at in relation to my look.
Yes.
And I feel like it will give me some variety in some styles and whatnot. And it was time. It was time to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to stick with purple, but it was fun to change up the cut.
Because that's your calling card.
It is. And, but y'all know I've always been doing a bob. And so people are like, oh, you need to use the audio. I guess they did like some bob audio about haircuts. It was popular when the White Lotus stuff was going on.
Okay.
But I felt like if I did it, people would be like, you've always had a bob. Like, it kind of annoys me. Can I say something that bothers me?
Please.
Okay.
It's a wow.
It's such a wow. And I don't know if I've said it before, but I do not like when girls are like, oh my gosh, I chopped my hair. I chopped it and it is so short. And it's like,
no.
It's like to hear.
I can't.
It's like, it's a very long lob if we're even calling it that.
Yes.
But the way that women are so dramatic about, that's why I couldn't even go on there. People would be like, so you went from an asymmetrical bob to a straight bob.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding? And so even I'm like, yeah, I did change up my hair a little bit, but I'm only going to talk about for this one slide and then we're moving on, everybody.
But I feel like the Mormon wives are a good example of that, where they're like, oh my gosh, I've gone so short, you guys. You won't recognize me.
And they went from 24 extensions to 20.
I mean, it's literally like my length. And they're like, oh my God.
I chopped it. I can't stand that. It really does. I know that there's so many things that annoy me, y'all, but it's the over dramatization.
Yes.
For no reason.
Yes.
Or it's just to be like, and it's so short now. And it's literally to your titties. It's not that short. You guys are acting like you just saved locks of love with your donation. You didn't. You cut off 3.5 inches of dead that needed it anyway.
I cannot. Wait, locks of love. You just triggered me. Isn't Bella going to cut her hair?
She's retracted. She's like, I don't think I can.
Bella!
No, I said we could have matching bobs. She's like, I would never go that short. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Well, because I said to her, I'm like, Bella, when you were little, you had that cute little bob haircut.
Cutest bob.
And it looked great on her.
Oh my God. My kids and their bobs.
It does suit her well.
I know. I really want her to do it, but now she's getting a little scared.
I get it.
But that's okay. But Bella's in a really good spot. And I feel like I need to shout that out.
Let's shout it out, actually.
She's and you got some good time with her where I know she just like word vomited everything. But I do feel like she's in a really good spot. And I'm very happy for her. And she is looking forward to going back to school in a couple of weeks. And
she's
making a new girl.
She's making decisions for her.
Yes.
Like that was what I picked up on with her in our conversation was like her being like, I realized that wasn't good for me. And so I put an end to it. Like that kind of stuff. I said, Bella, you are ready. Like you are now not going to be bending over backwards to keep somebody else happy or make sure that everything, like, no, you are standing on business and clocks. And I'm so proud.
I mean, and it happened right as Bieber put out his album. Is it coincidence? I don't know, but it is God.
It is God. It's a God wink because she does have her swag back and she's going into that sophomore year feeling very confident.
And not smoking Black and Mild.
Not smoking Black and Mild.
Isn't it annoying? How much he talks about it?
I had to send you that the other day.
No, it's so annoying to me.
Stop talking about the Black and Milds.
Stop.
Track after track.
Track after track after track. And I also love that they're calling that therapy and it's like 46 seconds long.
Yeah,
do you notice that?
They call it therapy.
And I'm curious if it's because then it gives that guy, whoever's the one talking about the Black Miles, producer, co-writer, whoever, if it gives him a writing credit.
Oh, I think
and
it
then he
does.
gets paid somehow if you call it that. Because usually I feel like with other albums where you are getting some of that talking back and forth, it's at a beginning of an actual song or the end of an actual song.
Yes, but these are actual full tracks.
Yeah, they're full tracks. And
so if Bieber does win an award, some sort of award for that album, that guy's going to be getting credit.
I guess so. But it sounds like he's a part of other songs too. But I'm just like, we're calling this a track.
We're calling it therapy.
When he basically is just telling you to pick up Black and Milds and smoke them. Meanwhile, he's like, I'm like, alert, COPD coming in.
Wait, he is. He's hacking and coughing into the mic, and he's like, Justin, you'll love him.
Yeah, he's like, I don't think about anything now that I'm on these Black Miles with the wood tip. And then Justin and then he's like, it might change your voice, Biebs. And I'm like, don't change the voice. We love the voice.
We cannot change the voice.
My God, what are you doing? And why aren't more fans talking about this? We need to do like a TikTok about it or something because I feel like not enough people are talking about the Black and Mild situation. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
I don't like it.
And we didn't talk about how they did include his little monologue about standing in business. In the album, it's a track.
They changed it. They must have or they included, that's its own little song too.
Its own little song of him being like, I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm standing on business at the beach. Like that is in
And then the same guy replies, he's like, I like how you say business. And you enunciate every syllable. He goes, because I would say business. I'm standing on business. And that's the whole track.
Yeah.
I could have done that with Justin. Put me in, coach. Pay me the royalty.
Put me in, coach.
Now you're not
ready. Do you guys know that song? I know it. Oh, y'all don't know it? I do.
Okay. That's probably enough of an update. We're supposed to keep these tight.
Oh, yeah. We are supposed to keep them
tight. We're going to keep them tight like a tiger. But that's the update on old Jerry Antics. I'll keep y'all posted on my stories. Just keep praying for her.
Yes. Keep praying.
That her will is done.
Yes.
Right? That her will, whatever that is.
Yeah.
That if that's, getting more eyeballs on her or having another surgery or not having another surgery or just saying, I've lived a great life.
Yeah.
We've had lots of those conversations and she does feel like she has lived a great life. I have been very honest in saying that. Like, grandma's like, I'm not ready to go. I don't know what's up there. I'm not, the whole heaven conversation.
Oh, yeah.
She has not always been like that. But in the last couple of days, she's definitely come to the realization that she is old.
She's old and that
there's only so much we can do.
It can make peace with the thought of the afterlife.
Exactly.
I think that Jerry has put in the work down here on earth.
Amen.
And
she's just
but I do hope I want for you all as her family to feel really at peace with where she is physically, that she is not in pain, that she is not suffering.
Amen.
That is where y'all all need to feel like you're at. And so hopefully,
I think all the family is luckily on the same page.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the family is very much on the same page of respecting her wishes, not doing too much, and, giving her the best outcome for whatever comes our way.
Yes.
But, the pacemaker had to be done. Like, due to Hippocratic oath, literally her coming in and getting the wire, they're like, we have to do the pacemaker. That was really not a decision that could be made. Once they put the temporary in, once they were authorized to do that, then they have to replace that with the real deal thing.
One. Yeah.
From that point on, if something had happened in that surgery or whatever, she does have a DNR.
Okay.
So now it's like these kind of little things.
Yeah.
You're just like, how many little things start to become big things?
And that's, I think, what happens. It's like, well, there's an infection here or this, that, and the other thing. So I don't know. I hope that it feels peaceful in the right way.
Yeah.
But there is a part of me that I do want Jerry to get back to that beautiful room.
I know.
And I don't know. You know what I mean?
When we put the pacemaker, when we said that and she came back, she was just like, I can go to 100 now,
Yeah.
Obviously, that would be so cool.
Be amazing.
There's so much neat stuff that I think about that. Like, damn, this girl did it.
She get to 100.
And to still have all of her family. I mean, this is unheard of. She had 9 children, all alive.
Yeah.
Everyone they married, alive.
Mm-hmm.
Her 23 grandchildren, alive.
Mm-hmm.
Her 27 great-grandchildren, alive. My grandma has not buried a family member besides her husband. And obviously, her siblings and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's outlived them all.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. So like your legacy,
The legacy of it all. I
don't want her to have to bury anybody. So I'm like, I'm okay with you to go first. That's how it should be.
That's how it should be. You're right.
So like, I'm okay with all of it that happens. I just didn't want to be the one alone in the room when it did.
Yeah. And I think you thought, and you probably were maybe pretty close to that this morning.
I was freaking internally out, and I was like, don't cry, be strong, be calm, be cool, be collected. And then I was fine when Aunt Lissa came in. I cracked my voice just a smidge when she gave me a hug. She was just like, you did great. And then when I got home, I was able to fall apart in the shower just a little bit. Like, let's get all the tears out. They've been bottled up. They got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
If you don't cry over it right now, you're going to cry over it because someone cut you off in traffic. Like, get it out.
Yeah.
And let's move on.
That's so healthy.
And that's what I did.
This is the way to do it, guys. More like Addison Rae. Okay, we're going to talk about that next episode because she only cries in the rain.
Shut up. And it's raining today.
Continue our Woo! That's a teaser. That is a teaser.